Welcome back to the woods. Today on the next step of my becoming a well-rounded bush person journey, I'm going to be learning how to use an axe to cut through a log. I've never done this before, so I have chosen a moderately sized log that is still fairly green, so it shouldn't be too difficult. And hopefully I'll be able to get through it fairly quickly because it's black fly season. So if you see any swarms, it's the black flies, and hopefully we'll be able to get through this pretty quickly. You guys know that I'm a pretty big fan of always doing things with as much safety as possible. So for axe safety, it's important to have a safety zone determined so that no one else comes in and risks getting hit with the axe. Also, whenever possible, I like to make sure my eyes are protected. So I know it's not something that you would typically have with you in the woods, but in this instance, I have the opportunity to have the eye protection, so I'm going to use it. Next, it's always a possibility with an axe that you could miss your target and the axe come through and hit you. So to minimize the risk of that completely, the easiest solution is to just take a knee, get as close to the ground as you can, so that if you do miss, the axe will hit the ground rather than come through and hit you. So I think I've got all my safety bases covered and I'm ready to get started. I'm going to be using a Gransfors Bruks Forest Axe. It's very lovely. I haven't ever handled one like this before. I've used a lot of splitting axes in my time, but this will be the first time I'm using this type of axe, and also trying to cut through a log rather than just splitting. So make sure we don't lose the cover over there. And another thing to make sure of is that on your swing, you want to make sure that you're at the end of your arms when you hit your target, and try to make sure not to have too shallow an angle so that the axe doesn't glance off to the side. Not very good at aiming this. Woo! A chip flew! Hitting on the left side is very difficult for me. It's going though, slowly but surely. Got through it. Just a little bark here. I did it! Got all the way through. Took a little bit longer than what I was hoping for, but my technique is not great and there is a lot of room for improvement. So I found that towards the end I was getting a bit better with the timing of when to slide my hand back down, but still needs a lot of work, especially on the left side. It felt completely backwards to me and just really odd, so definitely need more practice with that. I really like this axe. It has a really nice balance to it and cut really good. Fun to use. We've had this axe for about 15 years, and back then we could get them for under $100, like well under $100, and it was a really good purchase, I think, for such a good quality axe. Nowadays they are much more expensive, so I probably think really hard about buying another one. But glad we bought this one when we did, because it's a really good axe. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching me try to figure out how to cut through a log with with the axe, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. Take care, guys.